Before you can master your life, you must first understand the very instrument that creates it, your mind. We hear the conscious mind, the subconscious mind, and some of us nod in agreement, like we understand what it actually means. But if we're being honest, most of us don't. I remember the early phases of my journey. I used to come across that subconscious mind, and I really wanted to know what it meant. So I carried out some research about it, but it was not until I went deep into my journey that I fully understood what it actually meant. The mind is the place where your entire life begins. You can remember the first principle of truth we talked about in the previous video. All is mind. The universe is mental. Yeah, the mind is the place where your entire life begins, and every single thing that you're looking at today started from the mind. All is mental. Every thought, every emotion, every choice that you make is born there. It's born in the mind. And you find out that no one really talks about it. No one teaches us how the mind works or how to make use of it. We're just told to think positive thoughts without understanding the power behind thinking itself. So today, let's go there. Let's explore the truth of the mind and what it really is, how it works, and how you can use it to create the life that belongs to you. First, I want you to understand that the mind is not your brain. Okay? The brain is the physical tool, the hardware that is a physical thing that you can feel and touch. And then the mind is the energy that is using it. Think of your mind as a garden, and your thoughts are the seeds, and whatever you plant will grow. So if you think of joyful moments, if you think of positivity, that's exactly what will grow in your life. When I first started my journey, I come across the subconscious mind, like, because I started learning about the mind, and I would listening to some podcasts and some of the people that played important roles along my journey. I would hear them mention the subconscious mind, and I would be wondering, like, what does that even mean? Because I thought my mind was just me, I thought my mind was just my thoughts, my voice, that voice in your head. But over time, I learned something deeper. That most of what I called me was just programming. They were old beliefs, patterns, and memories that I never consciously chose, right? And that realization changed everything for me. Your conscious mind is your thinking mind. It's where you reason, where you decide, where you analyze things and try to figure out a way to, handle some things. It's that part of you that says, I want to do this. I want to improve on this. I want to get this. It's very decisive, and sometimes it can be very confused. Is your thinking, your conscious mind is your thinking mind, right? But here's the twist. It only controls about 5% of your life. And the other 95%, well, just take a guess. If you guess the subconscious mind, then you guessed right. Because your subconscious mind controls 95% of your life. Your subconscious mind is the feeling mind, the soil beneath your thoughts. It's where you grow whatever thoughts or feelings or emotions that you feel deeply. It doesn't judge what you plant on it. It just grows. It's the force working behind or beneath the conscious mind. It's the creative force of your mind. It's where all reactions and responses we have towards life is born from. Every belief, habit, fear, and emotional pattern lives there, quietly shaping your life, dictating how you respond and react. The subconscious mind cannot reject anything you give it. As one of my mentors, my spiritual mentors used to say, it must accept it. And then it will express it in your physical world. That means your outer world, it's only a reflection of your inner programming. What your subconscious has accepted as truth. But the good news is that it's reprogrammable. You can if you want to change the outcomes of your life, if you feel that what you have taken in all of those years, your building years, your growing years, that it is not yielding good results in your life now as an adult, you can reprogram it. It's reprogrammable. But you have to give yourself patience. You have to give yourself the grace and give yourself time and consistency. You have to practice those things, and with the feeling good emotions or whatever emotions at all, just you need to impress those emotions to make it to actually be imprinted into your subconscious, because the subconscious works with how we feel. How we feel is what drives it. I remember when I realized this, I realized that the reasons why, I kept finding myself in certain situations or spaces that I didn't feel appreciated enough or valued, or any type of way really, was as a result of what I have believed to be true about myself. And we'll get into that, how your self-concept actually shapes who you are externally to people. And I found out that, that was reflecting about this whole thing. I found out that everything that I thought was, happening to me in this life was as a result of my subconscious mind, and my results was as a result of what I believed within me that I deserved, or as truth in my life. That is what I'm reflecting back to myself. And the powerful thing about this whole thing is that once you see the truth, you can never unsee it. You can never unsee it. So here's how it works. I want to break it down for you so that when you come back and go through what we've learned today, and with practicing, because you have to also practice this thing and watch it play out in your life. Your conscious mind does the thinking. Okay? Everything starts from the mind. Every thought starts from the mind. And those thoughts create feelings. You start attaching feelings to what you're thinking, especially if it's something that you want to do or something that you have an interest in. It creates feelings. Now, those feelings, I remember I told you that the subconscious mind, the feelings, is what impresses those belief system and thoughts you have into your subconscious mind, right? Now, those feelings will impress themselves into your subconscious mind, and the subconscious mind expresses those feelings as experiences in your life. You think, you feel, you act, and you experience And that cycle keeps repeating and repeating until you consciously break it. And that is why most affirmations will only work when you feel them, when we feel our words and act on them. It creates reality. It creates what you experience, because your subconscious doesn't understand language. It understands emotions. That is why if you feel a feeling of what you want to see in your reality and feel it long enough, it's going to manifest itself. You just have to have faith. And what is faith? The substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not yet seen. So think your way and feel your way through life and have fun creating, my loved ones. My lovelies, have fun creating the reality that you want for yourself. When your conscious and your subconscious minds are aligned, that is faith in action. Faith is when you see the invisible, what you can't see with your two naked eyes, but you're already seeing it in your mind's eye. So faith is when you see the invincible and believe the impossible until it becomes visible. Don't believe every thought you think. Don't. Your thoughts are not you. You are not your thoughts. Observe them. Every single thought that comes up in your head, observe it. You're the awareness behind them. And if you're just starting this journey if you're just starting to become aware of yourself, I would highly recommend journaling. You still need to journal, whether you're starting or you've gone deep into it or whenever. You need to journal your thoughts so that you can catch yourself when you start to spiral inside thoughts that are not going to create something reasonable for you in your reality. You need to only think of thoughts that would create beautiful outcomes in your life. And the only way you can do that is to start becoming aware of the thoughts that come in mind. Whenever it comes to your mind, you replace it with a better thought, a thought that feels good to you and that you want to manifest in your reality. Don't focus and don't waste your time and your energy thinking negative thoughts or self-depreciating thoughts or thoughts that will not serve you. So you can reprogram this through repetition. You continually think of better thoughts, visualize it all the time, speak it, feel it, When you keep doing this, you let your subconscious accept it as your new truth. You're reprogramming your subconscious mind, so you have to give yourself grace, you have to give yourself time. In the process, you're still going to catch yourself thinking about thoughts that you want to let go of. Just observe and let go. Then you replace it with better thoughts and hold on to those ones. It's going to be very difficult at first, trust me, but it's something you can do till it starts coming, till this good thoughts starts flowing in on its own by default, effortlessly, naturally. So it's a gradual process. It's a process. Okay? Give yourself time and grace. And it's also very important that you guard your mind. You guard the things that you consume. Excuse me. Be mindful of what you consume, of what you watch, what you read, what you see. Be very mindful of the things that you put, like you consume, not just what you eat, but what you feed your senses. The kind of conversations you have with people, the media. Me, I don't use social media like that. In fact, during my early phases of my journey, I was out of social media. I was disconnected for a while, for a very long time, and even till now, I'm slowly trying to integrate back into the system because I want to use my voice. I want to teach people. I want to make people know this. That is why I'm gradually going to come back, because I'm seeing that a lot of people are really missing the point. They're really losing themselves into this social media world. I want to help people come back to what reality is, so that you will not go and depend on this 2D life that we carry about everywhere, which is this social media. It's 2D. It's on a flat surface. It's not real. Your reality is what you can see, feel, and touch. That is your reality. So the use of imagination too is another way you can use your mind, because your mind is a very powerful tool. Remember, I said that. So anything you visualize can actually is happening right now, in fact, and it can become your reality. It's happening right now, right? And it can become your reality. It just depends on how much you want it, and for it to become your reality, you have to walk towards it, and you have to act, feel, and embody what you're visualizing, what you're seeing in your imagination. Imagination is not fake, it's not pretend. It's a preview of the life that you can be living, of the life that you want. It's happening somewhere right now. Everything exists at this very moment. And everything that you see, everything that you're looking at, began as an image in someone's mind. Your mind is the bridge between who you think you are and who you're becoming. It's not your enemy. It's your greatest ally. And once you learn how to use it, be patient with yourself. You're unlearning years of programming. You're rewriting beliefs that were never yours to begin with. My lovely souls, remember, your mind is a servant. You are the master. And in our next episode, we will go deeper into self-discovery, the journey of meeting the real you beneath all the noise. Know that your thoughts are powerful, and you are more powerful than your thoughts. Until next time, my lovely, beautiful souls, protect your peace, nurture your mind, and never forget, you're the thinker, not the thoughts.